Today I'm going to talk about this 95 miles an hour Super 73. I'm going to introduce the far driver controller settings and all the components that I have on this bike. So first of all, the battery. This is a 72 volt battery. I have two 50 amp hour batteries. There's one in the bottom, one on top, 100 amp hours total, and pushing about this. These are capable of doing 400 amps DC, and it's continuous, and 600 peak. So for the motor, I'm running this QS273. It's a little different QS273. It has a thicker axle and it's longer than the usual one. So this one fits the Super 73R frame really good. And I have these hub sinks, and I laced 40 millimeter spokes to this 20x4 stock rim, and it's been working really good. I've never had any issues with the rim and stuff, so it's running really good. So since I have these heat sinks and I have Statorade inside the motor, I'm pushing about 25 kilowatts right now with the far driver, and this thing never overheats. It only goes up to like 60 degrees Celsius, and I've never seen it more than that, even pushing 25 kilowatts on it. So the controller is the far driver 72680, pushing 350 amps continuous right now, and 680 phase maximum setup, and maximum field weakening for the maximum top speed. And when I used to have a KO Moto controller, that thing could do like 600 amps DC and 1200 phase. So yeah, that thing was really good, but unfortunately I broke that one. And I mean, far driver is running really good, and it's much more smooth than KO, so I like this one. If I were to upgrade this one, I would get like a 72 1000 or something. Yeah, I think it's just way better than getting a KO Moto controller, because it's way cheaper, way more reliable, and far drivers are pretty much built for mid-drive motors and hub motors, but KOs are just for Surons and those kind of bikes. So for the frame setup, I have the stock frame, literally stock frame, stock swing arm, dropouts and everything, stock rim, and stock forks. To be honest, they're not the best. I actually feel the bumps really well, and it's kind of annoying, but the shock's doing a really good job. I replaced 300-pound shock. The stock one was 500. I think it made it a little better, but I don't really see the difference. I mean, now I have the 300-pound. I just replaced the shock. That's it, nothing special. And I have this tail light. I mean, it's really dirty. It's broken. When I bottomed out, I hit this light and it broke. And I used to have turn signals, but I don't know where they went. I just lost them on the way somehow. And then for the headlight, I have this cane built light. It's a daylight on right now, and it's got a low beam and a high beam. It's pretty bright, so I like this light. I got turn signals in the front and in the back, but they're not there anymore. Okay, so for the front rim, I got this rim from Powerful Lithium, but they're the Alibaba 20x4 rim. They're pretty common, but they do a good job. I got these spokes. They're okay. They get loose sometimes, so you gotta like tighten them sometimes. But yeah, and most importantly, if you're gonna do one of these upgrades in the future, going over like 50 miles an hour, you should definitely get these motorcycle tires, because they're Shinko SR 567. I don't remember. I forgot, but they're rated up to 110 miles an hour, and they do a really good job. They have really good grips, and I don't really lose any balance. I never really get speed wobbles and stuff, even going over 80 miles an hour. So these tires are really good. Never have stock tires if you're going over 80 miles an hour, because they're gonna explode. So yeah, that's the main part of the upgrade. And I'm using this kind of ugly surround throttle. I mean, it's working. Oh, the brakes. The brakes are, to be honest, they're pretty bad. This one's worn out right now, and this is the Lewis brake. It's a mountain bike brake, and I always replace these pads, like I would say like once in 6 months, because they worn out really fast. And I have the same ones in the back, same rotor. So the brakes aren't really good, so that's why I have my engine braking set up really high, so I can actually brake without squeezing my brake pads. So yeah, that's the setup. And I got my tools in here on the other side as well, and air pump just in case if something happens, I need some air. Yeah, that's about it. I forgot to mention, I also have this charging port. I got these so I can charge my iPhone, any Type-C stuff, and I forgot what's this one called. I can get I got 3 of these so I can charge my phone at any time. And I have this horn button over here, and it's working good. Tail light on, turn signal left and right. And then the kill switch, you should have this for sure, just in case. And then 3-speed switch, 1, 2, 3, and that's about it. Okay, so for the far driver setup, this is my screen. Gear 1, 20%. I mean, these are the gear ratio stuff. First gear, second gear, third. Graph, I only got 66 volts right now, which is pretty low. And yeah, I'm gonna move on to the pro settings. So these are for the parameters. They're pretty common. Phase offset 209, pole pair 16. If you're running QS 205 and 273, you must select 16 poles. Some of the low power hub motors, they're like 23 poles, so you always have to make sure. If you put the wrong number, it's not gonna, I mean, it'll work, but it's gonna overheat and it's gonna feel weird. And yeah, and rated speed 1018 RPM, rated voltage 72, max speed 3000, max line, which is DC 350, and phase at 680. And throttle response, I have it on eco, because when I put it on sport, it accelerates really fast, so, and it's like really uncomfortable, especially when there's regen. And field weakening right now, I have it fast, weak response 0, which is the fastest, and speed and ratio like this. I don't know, this is like, this speed and ratio, I've never seen an official guide from a far driver, so I'm not really sure, but I think this is pretty good for now. And then there's the gear, regen, I'm doing 15 amps, 30 amps, max back current, free throttle 25, and yeah, what else? Overvolt 90.7 volts, and I set my low voltage to 57. You can set it down to 55 volts if you're using a 72 volt battery, but I don't really recommend 55 because that's really like very low. If you actually go below 55, your battery BMS gonna shut off, and you might not be able to wake it up. I mean, you probably will be able to wake it up, but it's like worst case scenario. So always keep it above 55 volts, preferably 60 volts. That's the best. And then motor temp protect 140 degrees Celsius. I mean, I never reach 140 degrees. And control the temperature, always stays cool. I've never seen more than 40 degrees Celsius, so just really good. And so, okay, these PID parameters are very important as well. If you're using a hub motor, you should keep these keep AN in between 0 to 4. I used to have this as at 5, and I used to do like no load wheel spinning, and controller got shorted because I had it at 5, and it's not recommended to set this more than 4. So if you have a hub motor, never set this above 4. A lot of people have this at 0, some at 2. If you have like, if you get some vibrations at high speed, maybe try to like try a 1 or 2. But I would say have it in 0. Have it at 0. That's the best range. And don't really mess with these. And yeah, don't really mess with these. Start KI, mid KI, max key. Just leave them as they are. And product, I don't think I've done anything over here. Yeah, I've never touched anything over here. I don't want to mess anything. So, I mean, everything's working really good. I hit 95 miles an hour. 90 miles an hour pretty comfortably. 95's like in a really good condition. So yeah, that's about it. Simple. Alright, so now we're back to the bike. Oh, I forgot to talk about the charging. So this is, I have two charging ports. One is over here, and the other one's I think it's hidden somewhere over here. I can't, oh, I found it. It's over here. There's a second one, and one battery can take up to 20 amps, and I have two 15 amp chargers. This is 84 volt 15 amps. I have another one, and I can charge them at 30 amps, and it only takes about like 30 minutes. Oh no, not 30, 3 hours to fully charge the bike from like 55 volts to 84. Only 3 hours, and the range is about 70 miles going at a traffic speed, and 120 miles going at 30 miles an hour. So it's pretty decent. Right, so thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.